The Hunter 350 was first launched in India back in 2022 and it became an instant hit. Now the cool design, the competitive pricing and the overall accessible persona of the motorcycle struck a chord among two-wheeler buyers. So much so that it's been the second best-selling Royal Enfield almost every month, stacking just below the classic 350. Now the sales numbers are truly a testament to the likable natures of the Hunter 350, but there were a few shortcomings which needed to be addressed. With the 2025 update, Royal Enfield has done just that while giving it some other subtle yet nifty updates. So do these changes make the Hunter 350 a better and a nicer motorcycle to ride and own in its 2025 avatar? Let's find out in this video. Before I hop on the motorcycle and talk about the riding part, let me quickly tell you what all is changed on this motorcycle as compared to the previous iteration. Now, the biggest change has come in the form of new progressive rear springs as against uniform springs on the previous model. Now, a stiff ride quality was one of the biggest pain points with the previous Hunter 350, and with this change, RE has tried to address that. Besides that, the exhaust routing is different, because of which Royal Enfield has achieved 10 mm higher ground clearance and the figure stands at 160 mm. Not a big difference, it is still low but better than before. The Hunter 350 also offers slightly different seating ergonomics with denser foam for the seat cushioning and a different profile for the handlebar. RE has also given an LED headlamp, a tripper navigation pod and a USB Type-C fast charging port as standard on the Metro variant. The base model continues to get a halogen headlamp, a standard Type-C charger and misses out on tripper pod, and the CI tires have been replaced by MRF rubbers. Now, while it continues to be powered by the same tried and tested 349cc air-cooled single-cylinder J-series engine, Royal Enfield has now included assist and slipper clutch, and we are truly glad for that. Apart from that, it is available in a total of 6 color options. This one here is London red color scheme. And lastly, the price. While the base variant continues to retail for rupees 1.50 lakh ex-showroom, the Metro variant has received an increment of 7,000 rupees. So with changes out of the way, let's get to the riding part. The inclusion of a new rear suspension has brought along a huge difference in terms of ride quality. The Hunter 350 feels more comfortable in almost every scenario, be it while going over deep potholes and sharp rumblers at slow speeds or cruising at 90 kmph on an undulated highway. The nasty kickback is gone and the rear springs absorb surface changes with much more suppleness. It has been a much nicer experience to ride the motorcycle on Mumbai roads that are currently in a poor shape due to the onset of monsoon. As for the seating comfort, the difference between this and the previous model is not huge. But what I have observed is that the handlebar is slightly higher and the ends are angled more towards the rider. So it automatically puts you in an elbows out commanding sort of riding position. As for the seat, there is denser cushioning and you can really feel that while riding, and touring on this motorcycle should be a better experience than before. Besides that, it continues to be an easy to ride, comfortable motorcycle with a low 790 mm seat height, compact dimensions and a curb weight of 181 kg, which makes it 14 kgs lighter than the classic 350. So besides that, even if you're heftier and taller than me, this motorcycle gives you enough space to ride the motorcycle comfortably, and the riding triangle is such that you'll be comfortable on the bike. We have always liked RE's J-series engine for its easygoing nature, which is mainly down to the strong bottom end torque. Chugging along at 40 kmph in 5th gear is easily doable with the typical RE thump to company. Courtesy of it being 14 kg lighter than the classic 350, the Hunter also delivers brisker acceleration, and staying at 100 kmph doesn't feel like a task. At higher speeds, vibrations are just enough to add to the bike's character without being bothersome. What else came as a pleasant surprise is this slip and assist clutch, which unlike the previous heavy unit is much lighter now, because of which riding in city traffic is a much more pleasant and easy affair. Apart from that, what is complemented along with that is the slick shifting 5-speed gearbox. The cogs shift without any drama or false neutrals. With 17-inch wheels, lighter weight and compact dimensions, the Hunter feels more agile and flickable than all of its 350cc siblings. Filtering through gaps in traffic and taking on corners is almost effortless. Of course, it's not as sharp as the Duke or the Apache, but for a modern classic roadster, the Hunter is a swift handler. Also, we are glad that the inclusion of softer rear springs doesn't make the bike feel soft and squishy. RE has also swapped the previous Seat tires with MRFs. In terms of grip and feel, these rubbers are good in dry conditions, but the grip takes a minor hit on wet roads. As for the brakes, while the front disc offers good bite and progression, I was left wanting for better feel from the lever. The exact bite point is hard to judge and it demands you to put noticeable effort to bring the bike to a halt. The rear disc brake, meanwhile, has adequate amount of progression and the ABS is tuned to not to be overly intrusive. The Hunter 350 is the most fuel-efficient motorcycle in RE's portfolio. It returned close to 35 kmpl in our mileage test, which translates to a range of around 455 km with its 13-litre fuel tank. That figure drops down to 30 to 32 kmpl on riding the bike spiritedly, mostly in traffic. The Hunter 350 continues to be a stylish, easy to ride and approachable motorcycle. The smooth and characterful engine, agile handling, compact dimensions and light weight were already working in its favor. The 2025 update brought another layer of desirability with more absorbent rear suspension, lighter clutch and additional features. Now, considering these improvements, I think the 7,000 rupee price hike on the Metro variant is definitely worth it. To conclude, the Royal Enfield Hunter 350 still continues to be a cool and characterful modern classic motorcycle on the affordable side of the spectrum. People who are first-time motorcycle buyers or someone who's getting back to motorcycling after the long gap will really appreciate the easy-to-ride nature that it brings to the table. Moreover, people who want to get into the Royal Enfield universe but they are not a fan of the bulk and weight of bikes like the Classic 350 or the Meteor 350, for them the Hunter 350 makes a lot of sense. So share this video with anyone who you think will find this video useful. I'm Anuj, signing off for now.